Oh, y'all can do better than that. I know you ain't tired. Make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. Let's welcome out our next band. Let's give it up nice and loud. Welcome out Stonehaven.
Thank you so much. Once again, we are Stonehaven from here in Corona, California. Thank you to Norco College and Norco Music for putting this whole thing together. I've always wanted to play NOMU Fest, and now we're playing it. It's pretty awesome. You can find us everywhere on our social medias, at Stonehaven Bands, all one word on Instagram. This next song is one that we haven't released yet, but we're planning on releasing it soon. It's called Modern Heresy. It will be called Modern Heresy once he's done tuning. How's everyone feeling tonight, though? We also have merch, the closest Norco College thing. That's merch. We got t-shirts handmade by me. Now we're good? Alright, we're good! Yeah! Joey? What? Thank you. When I jumped down just now, the microphone slightly hit my face, and I have the tiniest little chip in my tooth now. Hurt. It doesn't look terrible, but it did not hurt as much as I expected it to. I can cross that one off my bucket list now. Let me introduce you to my bandmates. This guy that just untied my shoe for the millionth time on stage. Adrian, he's our bassist. The guy behind us with the really nice kit, that's Joey, he's our drummer. The guy with the luscious hair, that's Bradley, he's our lead guitarist. And then, we all know who this guy is. What's his name? Devin. This is actually where Devin and I met. This whole thing is possible because of Devin. And last but not least, I'm Sean. I'm a vocalist. I make noises and chip my teeth apparently. But this next song, this is another one that I hope we release soon. It's called Noose. Thank you. Nice.
Body.
I like seeing all the people here with Stonehaven shirts, but I must admit, I feel like there's not enough Stonehaven shirts. We could fix that. We have a merch booth right there. Also, all 3 songs y'all just heard, we haven't released yet. But this next song, we released earlier this year. How many of you have heard this body?
Before we play this body, there is a free shirt giveaway to whoever can catch this in the crowd. I'm going to throw it, and whoever catches it gets it. And if it's not your size, just meet us over there and we will give it to you in your size. Now,
Or we'll make you one later if we don't have it in your size right now.
now, get a couple seconds. All right, ready? Who wants it? Who wants it?
Chuck it, Devin. Who got it? All right, you can stream this song. It's called This Body. It's on our EP that we just released. Just search it, all platforms, This Body. This is the song now. Do we have time for one more song? I think we do. Let me ask all of you. You guys think we have time for one more song? Okay. I don't know, guys. I guess we have to give them one more song now. Decisions. guys want to hear one? The last one that we just released? It's on our EP on Spotify.
I want to see people moving for this one. Nobody stand still for this one.
Yes.
This is one of the heaviest songs that we've ever written. I want to see moving. Nobody stand still.
This is one of the heaviest songs ever heard.
I met a girl. If you have a child.
I met a girl. We don't like that. We don't like him here.
All right. All right.
I want to see you. Thank you so much. Once again, we're Stonehaven from right here in Corona, California. Follow us everywhere, Instagram.